2014. It's a day and age where kids are learning how to bar spin in even feeble hard 180 before they can even air out a quarter pipe. Yeah, I know, you probably got an excuse. There's no skate parks around you. There's no quarters. All you could do is go out and ride street with your homies. Chances are there's a skate park and you ride it and there's a quarter pipe, but all you do is stay on the flat ledge because all you do is watch the come up and you want to be just like Adam 22. Well, today you're in luck because I come from Florida where there's a lot of park rats and you have to know how to air quarters. And right now I'm going to teach you how to air a quarter pipe. So I'm Adam LZ, and I'm lucky enough to have this beautiful 6-foot quarter pipe in my backyard. Probably the best type of quarter to learn this trick on is going to be somewhere in between 4 and 6 feet. 4 feet, you're gonna have to work a little bit harder for it. 6 feet, it's gonna be a little bit scarier. But either way, if you got a quarter pipe and you're comfortable riding it, you'll be set. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get comfortable pumping the ramp. The best thing that I always tell people to do is to kind of start on the flat ground and with little speed, try to pump your way all the way up to the deck. When you go up the ramp, lean back, and when you go down, push down. Push down and up. And just start giving little hops. When you get higher, and then it'll give you the feel of airing out. If you're good enough at pumping to get up to the deck, I think you're ready for airs. If you can't, then you're just going to be pedaling very fast at a ramp with no idea of how to control your bike, and you're going to have a bad time. You're going to pizza when you should have French fried, and you're going to have a bad time. So before you even start trying airs, you should probably know what type of bike setup to have. Brakes might make you feel a little more comfortable. I normally ride like about 60, 70 PSI, but higher air pressure makes it easier because you'll be able to carry your speed more. Lower air pressure, it's going to feel slushy and you'll have more rolling resistance, so it's going to be hard to get enough speed to air. But basically, once you get comfortable, you want to use the whole ramp when you're pumping. Don't go straight up and down. And with pumping, you're kind of like leaning back and you want to let your wheels pop off the coping. And it's really key to make sure you land front wheel or both wheels at the same time so you can get a good pump when you hit the quarter next. I don't suggest going fast enough to fly out onto the deck like some other how-tos like Mr. Dugan. I think that's a good amount of speed for learning how to air, but I think at first that's kind of scary and you might get hurt doing that. So I think it's better to start slow and work your way up. Your mom probably told you never to pull out, or no, she probably told you to pull out. Always pull out. Always pull out, except when you're on big quarters. Because if you have like a 6-foot quarter, you're not going to want to pull out too much. It's almost like an old school bunny hop. Because once you start getting steeper quarter pipes, it'll kind of push you away from the ramp naturally. You know, every action is equal opposite reaction, all that scientific bullshit. It'll kind of push you out. So if the quarter's mellower, you're going to need to do more of a bunny hop. And once you start getting under 4 feet, it might as well be a bank because you're just doing a sideways bunny hop on it, and that's not even airing. So if you think you can air and you're just airing 3-foot quarters, you should probably switch to scootering. Again, it's really like key to use the whole entire ramp because if you're like approaching the lip at an angle and landing at an angle, you have more transition to work with. I like to tell people geometry. If you look at a square, the longest piece on the square is going to be the diagonal. So if you're hitting the ramp diagonally and landing diagonally, you'll have more transition to work with. Therefore, that versus going straight up and straight down, if you do happen to pull too hard or too little, you have more transition and it's more forgiving. If you're landing straight up and down, it's way easier to land flat. If you're using it almost like you're just like doing a super rainbow wall, shout out to Skittles, it'll just feel way better and smoother and you'll be able to carry more speed. You may not go as high, but you'll land smoother and you'll have room to go higher. There's always room for improvement. You can always get better at airing. I've been airing quarters for like 4 years, 5 years. I don't know how long I've been riding even, but I've been airing quarters forever now, and I still get better every time I ride. It's one of those things you just gotta keep practicing on. You'll start to get looser, and you'll be able to kind of like get a better feel for it. My friend Cody, every time he hits the quarter, it looks like he just like turns his bars and really tries to force himself to look stylish, and it looks like shit. I'm sorry, Cody. It looks like shit. Straightening your legs out if you think you're going to land flat or case. A lot of people will naturally like try to suck their legs up, but if you hit the coping while your legs are sucked up, you're not going to be able to absorb it, and you're going to go to flat on your face, and it's going to suck. But if you keep your legs straight, you'll be able to soak it up a little bit. Same thing goes for when you're landing flat. If you're coming from really high and you're about to die, don't land front wheel first because your wrists will hate you for it. Just try to land back wheel first. I suggest getting really caffeinated, listening to some heavy metal music, something that will get you really pumped once you learn how to air. if you're trying to like learn your airs higher. Good tip for Instagram. If you're trying to make yourself look like you're airing way higher than you actually are, get a nice fisheye lens, take the picture from underneath and it'll look like you're 30 feet in the air. Go look at my Instagram. I do this just about on every single picture. Shout out to false advertising. Shout out to Jeffrey the Giraffe for being so damn sexy. Shout out to my mom. It's Mother's Day right now. Shout out if you remember my Mother's Day flower sale, baked goods, how to sell yourself out on YouTube. And it's a great way to stay in shape. My name is Adam LZ. Hopefully I've given you some tips in this jumble of mixed up jambalaya how-to segment. I wish you the best of luck with your how-to endeavor, and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitter, Kindle, Fire, Amazon, eBay. Was this even a how-to? Did they even learn? Shout out to Cherry Pepsi. Once you're comfortable pumping, you're gonna start working your way up to the fucking me in the asshole. All right. Hey guys, my name is Adam Lasagna, and I'm here to teach you how to make baked ziti. Stop it. Stop recording. Oh, dude, that really hurt my jaw. Dude, that really hurt my jaw. That was a bad idea. Bad idea. Number one rule to airing out quarter pipes: no deep throat.